Welcome back to Brain Bitesize. Today we're exploring a topic that might hit close to home for many: 6 signs you're afraid of intimacy. Stay tuned till the end because the last sign is something most people never realize about themselves. 1. Struggling to express emotions. This challenge often manifests in various subtle and not so subtle ways. For many, it's not just about difficulty recognizing their feelings, but also a hesitation or inability to communicate them to others, especially in close relationships. When someone fears intimacy, they might find themselves at a loss for words when discussing their innermost thoughts and feelings. This is only sometimes because they need to understand what they're feeling. More often, it's rooted in a deep-seated fear of vulnerability. Opening up and sharing emotions can feel like giving someone else the keys to a private part of oneself. For those who fear intimacy, this is akin to leaving themselves open to judgment, misunderstanding, or even rejection. 2. Attracted to the unavailable. At its core, this pattern involves gravitating toward partners who are emotionally inaccessible. This could mean pursuing someone already in a relationship, emotionally distant, or clearly stating they're not looking for a commitment. But why do some of us find ourselves in this cycle? It often stems from a deep-rooted fear of intimacy. Engaging with someone unavailable provides a safe distance. You're involved, but only to a point where deep emotional vulnerability isn't required. This can be a subconscious strategy to protect oneself from the risks and uncertainties of a fully committed relationship. 3. Preemptive emotional withdrawal. This phenomenon occurs when an individual, often subconsciously, decides that a relationship is doomed to fail even before it truly begins. It's a form of self-protection, a shield against the potential pain and disappointment from a more profound emotional investment. At the heart of preemptive emotional withdrawal is the fear of rejection. This fear can be so overwhelming that it leads to emotional short-circuiting. Instead of risking the vulnerability of opening up to someone, individuals who experience this will pull back. They might avoid deeper conversations, shy away from meaningful connections, or sabotage budding relationships. It's as if they're thinking, if I don't get too close, I can't get hurt. 4. Shying away from intimate settings. This behavior often manifests subtly, such as feeling uneasy or anxious about attending small gatherings or private events where close interaction is expected. It's not just about large parties or social anxiety. It's specifically about situations that require a deeper level of personal engagement. For instance, the thought of a quiet dinner with a close friend or a partner might trigger discomfort, not because of the social aspect, but due to the emotional closeness such settings demand. This avoidance often stems from a deep-seated fear of being vulnerable. In intimate settings, there's an unspoken expectation to open up to share more personal thoughts and feelings. For someone who fears intimacy, this can feel overwhelming. It's as if these settings hold up a mirror, forcing them to confront parts of themselves they're uncomfortable with. Consequently, they might find excuses to avoid these situations, or if they do attend, they might keep conversations superficial to maintain a safe emotional distance. 5. Hiding behind a facade. This behavior manifests when an individual consistently presents themselves in a specific, often one-dimensional way, regardless of their situation or company. For instance, someone might always portray themselves as the perpetual optimist, the jokester, or the calm stoic, regardless of their true feelings or the context. This facade is a protective shield, a carefully constructed persona that keeps others at arm's length. By only showing this singular aspect of their personality, they effectively prevent others from seeing their vulnerabilities, insecurities, and true emotions. It's a strategy rooted in the belief that acceptance and love are conditional, that they are only worthy of these if they maintain this particular image. 6. Pattern of excuses. This pattern often manifests in subtle yet impactful ways. Individuals fearing intimacy often habitually create excuses to avoid spending time with their partner, dodge deep conversations, or evade vulnerable situations. For example, when plans for a close evening or activity arise, someone fearing intimacy may suddenly cite illness or urgent work as excuses. These excuses, often seeming plausible, are a protective mechanism. They serve to maintain a safe distance, a buffer zone where the risk of emotional exposure is minimized. Recognizing these signs is the first step towards understanding and overcoming the fear of intimacy. Remember, seeking help and opening up about these fears can lead to healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. Until next time, keep exploring the depths of your mind. Thanks for watching Brain Bitesize.